Hello, my name is Haley Fowler, and today I'm going to be talking about how the impact of social media is impacting the moral degradation of teens and young adults. How often do you walk into a family-friendly restaurant or go to family functions where there are young teens? Now, how often are those young teens buried in their cell phones, texting, scrolling through social media, and not paying attention to the real life around them? Do you ever wonder how different that family function or family dinner would be for that young teen if social media didn't exist? Teens and young adults are often too caught up in the trends and popular opinions that they see on social media, and sometimes don't realize how their actions reflect on the amount of time spent with their heads buried in their phones. I would like to discuss how exactly the media, specifically social media, is responsible for moral degradation of teens and young adults. The younger generations are our future, so it is important to focus and give our attention to those who will be shaping the future for our social world and what is negatively impacting their lives. I have spent time doing personal research on facts and statistics as well as personal situations that support my thesis. According to the Jordan Times, experts agree that the obsession with social media networks amongst teens and young adults is a pressing issue that must be addressed. Today we'll be discussing what exactly the media is, including different sources, and specific details about how the media is negatively impacting young teens, including statistics and personal experiences. Starting off with exactly what media is. The definition of media is the main means of mass communication. This is broadcasting, publishing, and the internet, regarded collectively. Now to social media. Social media is websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. There are many different types of sources of social media, and I used Buffer Marketing Library to list my top 10 most popular social media sites in 2019, along with the monthly active users. These top 10 include Facebook, with 2.23 billion monthly active users, YouTube with 1.9 billion, WhatsApp with 1.5 billion, Facebook Messenger with 1.3, WeChat with 1.06, Instagram with 1 billion, QQ with 861 million, Tumblr with 642 million, Qzone with 632 million, and TikTok with 500 million. Now that we have some background on what exactly the media is, I would like to next jump into the statistics and exact impacts the media has on young teens and adults' morals. According to a project conducted by the Jubilee Center for Character and Virtues at Birmingham University, just over half of 1,700 people with children aged 11 to 17 strongly agreed that social media hinders or undermines moral development. A poll that was conducted by BBC Newsround Research questioned parents about their own use of social media and asked which negative traits they saw online at least once a month. 60% saw anger and hostility. 51% saw arrogance. 53% cited ignorance. 41% mentioned bad judgment. And 36% saw hatred. And 30% saw vanity. That same poll asked parents to name character strengths that they believed were lacking. 24% saw too little forgiveness and self-control. 21% saw too little honesty. 20% said fairness. 18% said humility. Family homes are infiltrated with technology, and according to the Mohammed Halakai, the head of the Jordan Times Conference's steering committee, the misuse of technology is creating gaps between members of the same families and messing with their ideas. Those were just a few statistics that show the lack of important characteristics there are when it comes to scrolling through social media. From personal experience, the top trait that was shown from the discussed poll, anger and hostility, does not come as a complete shock to me. Now I am going to speak about a few other personal experiences that were shared from those who were either affected negatively by social media or saw it amongst other loved ones. Personal experiences, in my opinion, can sometimes be more effective when it comes to common issues. I am going to now explain a couple of personal experiences that were shared where they were negatively affected by social media as far as morals. Debate.org is a great website when it comes to reading about personal experiences as evidence when it comes to certain issues. When researching my topic, I found a few experiences that I can personally relate to as well. and will now share them. First, this person writes, with the time of me using social media, I noticed that I communicate less face-to-face and rely on social media. My grades dropped from hundreds and high A's to tens and 20s. If that would have happened 2 years ago, I would have lost my mind, but it doesn't bother me now. The only thing that bothers me is my parents fussing about it. I understand that it's my choice to have those grades, but it's my choice because of social media. I see on Snapchat all the time. Whenever I do get in trouble, the only thing I'm worried about is losing my phone. And the next personal experience is, coming from an older teen's point of view, I've seen what social media does to the minds of the youth. Everything has pros and cons, but the media is responsible for many issues among the young. The media aims certain ads to a certain age group. Such ads could include beauty products, fitness, weight. If you see these ads enough, it can get into your head and make you conscious about everything, from your face, to your clothes, and to your weight. I've seen it happen, especially when there is no beauty or fashion company out there to argue with the statement. With the common statement, thin is beautiful. It can also cause loneliness, and talking online isn't proper interaction, and it doesn't help the fact that we are a social and active species who choose to isolate ourselves instead of communicating face to face. Because of the internet, my youngest brother has told me to act like a woman and stay in the kitchen and scrub the floors. He's told my slightly younger brother to get rid of his tummy and get in the gym or he'll die lonely. These are all things he's seen on ads, YouTube videos, and Instagram posts. I've been raised on YouTube, and I can tell you for a fact, the newer YouTubers are abusing their power on the youth. The older creators are genuine people. Social media, step up and fix this problem you created. In conclusion, it is important to try your best to stay off social media as much as possible. Although it can be informative and a convenient way of communicating, the cons outweigh the pros. Being a young adult myself, I see the extremes of social media everywhere. It is only growing. However, it is extremely important to stay connected to the real world and the facts that are presented from credible sources. It is important to stay away from these types of media because of the statistics and personal experiences that were previously discussed that show why and how social media has a negative impact on the moral degradation of teens and young adults. So, stay home, be safe, maybe read a book, reinvest in your favorite hobby, or find a new one instead of scrolling through TikTok for hours. There are many sources to keeping yourself busy and entertained without the use of social media. Of course, in times like these, it may be difficult to find new things to do that will keep you entertained, but I can't imagine whatever you come up with will be worse than burying your head in your